Good evening, dear students. Today we are going to learn about the heterogeneous mixture. Basically, the type of heterogeneous mixture. One is suspension, another is colloidal solution. So, what is suspension? What is colloidal solution? About this thing we will learn in more detail. We have already learned about what is homogeneous mixture, what is heterogeneous mixture. If you have any doubt, then please go and refer the previous video. And what is heterogeneous mixture? So whatever the property of heterogeneous mixture is there, that property is also available with this suspension. Okay, so what is suspension? So suspension is defined like that. Very first thing is, it is heterogeneous mixture whose particle size are so bigger that they do not dissolve in the medium, rather they get suspended. Last day we have learned dissolve means the particle come in between the particles of the medium, means the external solute particle occupy the space available between the particles of solvent. Okay, like the sugar particle occupy the space between the water particle. So that is what dissolving. But in suspension, the particle do not dissolve, rather they remain hanging.
Sir,
Okay, yes,
sir, Dharnesh wants to come in.
please be on time.
Adarsh was also there.
Please be on time. I have already started 5 minutes back, students. So what is suspension? So just I had explained, suspension means the particle remains suspended, not dissolved completely. So right, it is a heterogeneous mixture. Oh, you are getting, no? Students are disturbing. Please be on time, students. I have already started the class 5 minutes back. Okay. So what is suspension? Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. So right, it is a heterogeneous mixture in which the particle size is so bigger that is so larger or bigger that it means this particle, so it do not dissolve in the medium, but remain suspended, Okay, this is what this suspension means. Suspension simply means something is remain hanged. Okay, suspension means it is hanging. The term suspension
Being hanged.
simply indicate your hanging. Okay, student, it is something like that. So like it is hanging or floating or so this suspension doesn't mean dissolving. Okay,
Sir,
so yes,
sir, it does not sink.
No, it is possible that if you leave it undisturbed for a longer time, then it may sink or settled at the bottom. So that sedimentation is possible here. But if you have stirred it, it will float some for certain time. Okay, it simply means that. So not dissolved. A student, there is a difference between dissolving and suspended. Okay, so dissolving, keep in mind, dissolving means the foreign particle or the external particle occupies the space between the particles of the medium. So right here, external particle or solute particles occupies the space or interparticle space, the space between the particles of the medium What is this medium? It is called as solvent. But in suspension or suspended, someone is still, I think, waiting. Who is there? Valino, it appears me you are the last person to join every class. So please be on time. Please wait for 1 or 2 minutes. I have already started the class nearly 10 minutes earlier. I have already given the opening remark, explained many things. I have also written the definition of suspension. So in this suspension, the important term that called is suspended, means it means hanging. It doesn't dissolve. The meaning of dissolve is that the particle occupies the interspacing of solvent, but suspension, so these particles or the bigger particles do not occupy the interspacing, do not occupies the interspacing of medium but it remain floating, it remain suspended or floating. So how is this floating? By replacing the particle of solvent, particles of the medium. So understand, students, this is very important to understand. This term dissolving and suspended, this can make you just understand what is the basic difference and how to define this. A student, dissolving, let me write one example. Say if we were considering sugar in water, what it was forming? It was forming the solution. Okay, student, or called as true solution. But here the example is, say, sand in water. A student, This is the suspension. In this case, in these two cases, we can understand very easily. See what these two figure carefully. If I am considering, say, a jar containing water, then you are getting that there are lot of spacing between the water molecule. You are getting? So this blue color represents the water molecule. If you add this sugar, then level of this water will not increase, but the water molecule will just occupy these positions. Are you getting this point? So whatever the spacing available, that will be occupied. But if I consider the suspension, the same water molecule but what makes difference? Please understand this carefully.
The particles go down and water increases.
Yes, that is the ultimate effect, but what is ultimately why this is suspended? So a student, in this case, the size is so bigger that say if this is the available spacing, okay, so what will happen? The size is so bigger that you are getting that whatever the water molecule which was present here in this blue color, the small water molecule, that is also displaced. Okay, so because of bigger size, these cannot come in between, but at least some of the water molecule get displaced. Okay, student, so these water molecule will be displaced. So it is quite larger size, say sand is of the bigger size, which cannot come in between the spacing of water molecule. So these are the water molecule. These red color are our sand molecule here, but in this case these red color are your sugar molecule. So this sugar molecule, you have to write here, it lies or occupies a spacing between the water molecule. Okay, student, but here this sand particle, it is so bigger, it is bigger in size or bigger size. So if it is trying to go in between the interparticle space or a spacing between the water particle, it cannot occupy or it cannot reside or cannot remain in that smaller space. So interparticle space of water molecule is appear to be smaller than this external sand particle. So therefore, what will happen? It will replace the water molecule and it will occupy that space. And whatever the water molecule below that, that will help in floating it for certain time. And if you leave it for a longer time, because of its weight, it will settle down. Are you getting? So this
Yes, sir.
implies so a spacing between the water molecules is not sufficient or not enough. Though whatever the earlier spacing, the size of a spacing remains the same, but because of this bigger size of this sand particle or suspension particle, these spacing are not sufficient. So this implies it will replaces water or medium. So either it will float or settle down. So while it is replacing, means the size is a bit bigger, so what will happen? The water level will increase in this case. So this is the cause. So this also indicate level of water or medium increases. But in this case, no rise in water level or medium level. So right, while the substance is undergoing dissolving, in this case, no rise in the water level. Water or medium, whatever we are considering, that level will not rise. You might be observing, if you are adding some sugar in the glass of water, level do not rise. But if you add some sand particle, then the level rises. Okay, it is like this one. So this thing you have to keep in mind. So this makes difference between your dissolved and suspended. So these are very important. So while the particle get dissolved, it is going to produce your solution. But while the particle do not dissolve, it is going to produce you this suspension, whatever the suspension itself. So the name is derived from this only, means it remain suspended. Okay, student. So this was about this one. So suspension, that's why the definition is like this. It is a heterogeneous mixture. Why heterogeneous mixture? So all the properties of heterogeneous mixture is satisfied by this suspension, but because of its larger particle size, it cannot dissolve, but it remain suspended. Okay, so what are the various properties of this suspension? We are going to list down those properties.
Can you scroll down?
Write it quickly. This is the last one. So what is dissolution, what is suspension, that I have explained. Anything more, then please ask.
The last one.
Little more.
Yes, write it. So whatever the second part means bigger sand in water, but is going to produce this suspension. And this sugar in water, what are their properties? We have already discussed in last videos in too much detail, including the fact of temperature and other thing. If you have any doubt, then please go through those videos. Okay, student, can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, student. So the meaning of this dissolution and this suspension are very important. So you have to keep this thing in mind. Okay. So what are the various properties of suspension? Let us list down it quickly. A student, what is the definition? The definition itself is one of the property or one of the important property. Okay, student. So very first thing is, it is heterogeneous mixture. So right, it is a heterogeneous mixture. Means the properties of heterogeneous mixture can be used here to make the difference. The particle size is quite larger.
The particle size is too much big.
Particle, yes, size is larger. Even this is larger than your solute or even of the colloidal solution particle also. Then solute or this solution as well as of so larger than this solution as well as of colloidal solution. Okay, so whatever the particle size of colloid, though colloid is also one of the heterogeneous mixture that we will see, so particle size is quite bigger. Because of this particle size, the particles do not dissolve. So right, particles do not dissolve. What do we mean by dissolve? I had just explained in last figure, but remain suspended. Okay, student, what is the next property? If the particle size is too much larger than the
settle
other properties, like whether it will settle or not, that can be defined. Whether its particle are visible with our naked eyes or not, that can be defined. While a torch light or a beam of light is put into that solution, then whether that path of light is visible to us or not. These things we have already differentiated in heterogeneous from the homogeneous. So all those properties are also satisfied here. Okay, so their particles are visible to our naked eyes. So right, particles are visible to naked eye. Okay, means it is visible. The particle size is too much bigger, so it can settle down. In addition, if you put a torch light, then the path of light is also visible. So write that one also. Path of light is visible through this medium because of scattering, because it deviates or the light or disturb the light, that is called as scattering, and this effect is called Tyndall effect. So these things we will learn today.
Sir,
So path of light is
sir,
visible. Yes,
Pratana wants to join.
okay, because of scattering. I think you people are making delay. Okay, good. Okay, Prarthana, be on time. I have already started nearly 15 minutes back. Ab dekhiye, I had started with the scattering. I had explained what is the I had started with the suspension. I had explained in suspension there is no dissolution, but there is continuous suspension or floating of particle. What is difference between this dissolution and suspension? I had explained all these things. You please go through this thing in the videos. Then I'm writing the properties. So path of light is also visible because of a scattering of light by particle, of light by this particle. By particles. Therefore it shows Tyndall effect. So what is Tyndall effect? This we will learn today. Okay, student. The next one is, if we leave it undisturbed, then it will settle down. So sedimentation is possible. So particles can settle down, can settle down if left undisturbed. So this is called what? Sedimentation. Okay. So sedimentation is possible. Now because of the bigger particle size, its particle can be easily filtered out with the filter paper. Okay. So filtration. So particles can be filtered out by filter paper or filtration. So filtration can be used for separating the particle from the medium. So these are the important properties that you have to keep in mind. The properties, very first is the suspension are heterogeneous mixture. The next is size of particle is quite bigger. If anyone is going to ask how much is the size, that we have learned for the true solution. What was the size? That was nearly nanometer, and it is approximately greater than 10 to 100 nanometer. Okay, 10 or around 100
10
nanometer.
raised to minus 9.
Yes, means it is
100 to
bigger
1.
than 10 to the power even minus 7 or minus 8 meter. Okay, student, it was that one. The next one, it do not dissolve, it remains suspended because the interparticle spacing of the medium is not sufficient to accommodate it. The next one, because of its bigger size, it is easily visible to our naked eyes. If we put a torch light into the medium, then the light passing through that medium is visible. This is called Tyndall effect. So Tyndall effect is exhibited. The next, if we leave it undisturbed, the particle gets settled down. This is called sedimentation. The next, this particle can be separated from the medium by filter paper called filtration. So these are the 7 important properties that you have to keep in mind. And these are the sufficient one. Okay, student? Any more doubt, then please ask.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No? Example, just whatever we have written.
Sand in water.
Very good. The best example is this one only.
Sir, can it be oil in water?
No, that is the colloidal solution.
Okay.
So it is sand in water. Or any dust particle in water. Say chalk dissolved in water. What is that?
Chalk dissolved in water.
Yes. If you have dissolved the chalk in water. So write that one also. In water. Likewise, any other such particles are dissolved, means which are not able to dissolve but remain suspended and which can settle down. They are forming the suspension. Okay, students, so you can tell it very easily. Now, next kind of thing that we have to learn is called the colloidal solution. So let us continue with the colloidal solution. Then I will explain what is Tyndall effect. Okay. So let us write, continue with the colloidal solution. What is colloid and what is colloidal solution? Or colloidal solution. Students, we have to keep in mind colloidal solution. Means solution word is also attached here, but do not get confused that it is exactly the solution whatever we have learned. It is not that. It is colloidal solution. If there is only solution word, the word like solution is there, then that solution indicate your true solution. Okay. The other one is true solution, or the solution, right? First solution. If we are using the term as solution, then this solution means it is true solution. So if only the term solution is used, it means it is true solution. Okay, that we have learned that it is what? Homogeneous mixture. The other thing that we have learned, size is lesser than,
Size is lesser.
yeah, how much? 1 nanometer or 1 to 10
10.
nanometer. Okay,
Yes.
साइज जो है ये 1 to 10 नैनोमीटर से छोटा होता है. बट colloid or colloidal solution is again one of the heterogeneous mixture,
Heterogeneous.
but the size is in between this solution and the suspension. That's why sometimes it appear as homogeneous mixture, but it is not the homogeneous mixture. Okay, so let us write. It is heterogeneous mixture. Mixture whose particle size is smaller than what? Smaller than whom? Just we have load. Suspension.
Suspension.
Yes. But larger than whom?
Solution.
Yes.
Solution.
So this makes difference. It is A, not E. Okay. So it is smaller than suspension but larger than, sorry, smaller than suspension but larger than solution. Because of this comparable size, their particles also get almost uniformly distributed. Okay, so right, their particles get uniformly distributed throughout the mixture. Throughout the mixture. But in fact, it is not a homogeneous mixture. Though it appears that the particles are uniformly distributed, but all the property of homogeneous mixture are not satisfied. Like Tyndall effect, it is shown by the colloidal solution, but not by homogeneous mixture. Okay. So it appears. So it appears means look like. Okay. Appears or observe like or look like homogeneous mixture. But actually it is which one? But
Heterogeneous.
good. It is heterogeneous mixture. So do not get confused that it is homogeneous. It appears like homogeneous, but in fact it is heterogeneous mixture. So if anyone is going to ask colloidal solution lies where homogeneous or heterogeneous, then it is
Heterogeneous.
heterogeneous mixture. Very good. Okay. If I consider the size, so size of particle, if we compare that, then size of
Smaller than suspension but
particle
larger.
is smaller than
Suspension but larger than solution.
suspension but larger than
Solution.
solution. So if we consider the solution particle size, it is the smallest
than
one. Then
1
there is colloidal solution or colloid particle size. Then there is suspension particle size. So student, we have to keep in mind this is of the order of 1 nanometer. This is of the order of say 100 nanometer. 100 is larger than that. So colloidal solution can lies between these two ranges. If the particle size is greater than 100 nanometer, then it is easily visible to our naked eyes. But if it is smaller than 100 nanometer, then it is hardly visible. Okay. Therefore, these colloidal particles are also not visible to our naked eyes. So write those points. Particles of
Sir, last line not written. Last line.
pardon?
Last line.
Write it quickly. So this was the definition. This is the properties that I am writing. This is the first properties that I have written. The next property I will write. The second property means size wise we have written. If you must write this spelling correctly. Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If we go for the example, the best example is
Oil in water.
very good. The most common example that we are coming across daily is our milk. You are observing that. If you observe very carefully, then you can observe that some of the fat particles or bubble-like particles or a Lewis particle are floating.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that fat particles are dissolved in the milk medium. Therefore, it is what? Colloidal solution. Even if you leave the milk for a longer time, all the particles do not settle at the bottom. Okay. You cannot use filtration to separate these particles. So write all these things. So very first or the common one is milk. It is what? It is the mixture of fat particle in medium or milk medium. So these fat particles are acting as the dispersing phase, and whatever the medium, that we will see called dispersing medium. Okay.
Okay.
So what are the component that we will also discuss? The next common example is just you have spoken.
Oil in
What is
water.
that? Oil in water. Oil in water. Very good. Getting a student? So this was the example that we have to keep in mind. Coming to next property. The particle size are quite comparable. Therefore, these particles are not visible to our naked eyes. So particles are hardly means with very much difficulty
Roughly.
visible ब्रैकेट में हार्डली विजिबल की मीन्स है ऑलमोस्ट नॉट विजिबल और नो विजिबल सो नॉट विजिबल यदि आपको यही रहे कि विजिबल है या नहीं बोलना है तो नॉट विजिबल बोलेंगे ओके बट कुछ कुछ केसेस में हम थोड़ा बड़े ध्यान से देखें तो विजिबल हो जाएगा मीन्स नॉट इजिली विजिबल पार्टिकल आर हार्डली विजिबल टू naked eyes. Okay, student? Means not visible, you have to keep in mind. But if you put the torchlight or beam of light through this medium, then you can observe their particles become visible or path of that light become visible. Okay? So path of light.
Tentacle effect.
And particles in this path of light are visible. This visible means with our naked eyes. Okay, na? Therefore, it shows a scattering. This implies it shows a scattering. Because of this scattering, it is called as the Tyndall effect. So because of this peculiar property, it is kept under heterogeneous. It shows a scattering. Hence, shows Tyndall effect. This thing you have to keep in mind. This is the peculiar feature. Tyndall effect is shown, but the particles are uniformly distributed. The next one is, if we want to filter it, we cannot filter it. If we leave it undisturbed, particles do not settle down. So write that particles of product solution do not settle down. Means when it is not settled down,
they may float.
Good. If remain undisturbed, even for how long a time it may be undisturbed, that is no sedimentation. When it do not settle down, it is called as no sedimentation.
No sedimentation.
Good. So no if we want to filter it, can we filter it? No.
No.
The particle size is comparable with the size of solution. So cannot be filtered. Particles cannot be filtered. That is no filtration, we can write. Or filtration is not possible for the separation of these particles. So these are the important properties that we have to keep in mind. Student, what do we mean by the particles are visible and path of lights are visible? These two are the important properties that we have to keep in mind. Okay? So if I compare all these three, then how they are? That we have to write all these. But before that, this colloidal solution can be divided or can be separated into two. One is called as dispersing phase, another is called dispersing medium. Means colloidal solution consists of two parts. One is called dispersing phase, another called as dispersing medium. Like solution we have learned, it consists of solute and solvent. In similar way, we can say this colloidal solution consists of two things. Means what are the component of colloidal solution? Let us write that. Component or parts of colloidal solution. A student, we have learned, if we consider the solution, then solution always mean it consists of one part is called solute, another part is called solvent.
Solvent.
Good. The solute was that component which was present in lesser amount. This
Solvent
was
is in
generally
more
present
amount.
in larger amount. It was this one. We were observing that solute get dissolved. Okay, so it was dissolved. And it was the dissolving medium. Okay,
Yes.
so it was get dissolved and it dissolves the solute. Means solvent dissolves the solute. So these things we have already learned regarding solution. The in similar line, these colloidal solution consist of two phase or two kind of particles. So the very first is called as, here the name is slightly different. It is called as dispersing or dispersed medium and dispersed phase. So let us first write dispersed phase or dispersed particle. Okay, these are our dispersed particles. The second component or second part is called disperse medium or dispersion medium. So right, dispersion medium. This thing we have to keep in our mind. So it is dispersion. It is dispersed. What is the difference? Let us write side by side. Dispersed phase get suspended or get almost uniformly mixed in dispersion medium. So gets uniformly mixed in dispersion medium. In person medium. This term you have to keep in, or this line you have to keep in mind. You can give the answer of everything. So dispersed phase is like solute. So right, it is like solute. And it is like what? It is not exactly solute, but it is like solute. In which case? In solution.
Solution.
Good. And it is like solvent in a solution. So whatever the properties of solution, means solute and solvent, properties that can be written for dispersed phase, means we can say it is in a smaller quantity.
Smaller.
Yes, a smaller quantities, but it is in larger quantities. Students, you may further write like this. So component in which the dispersed phase is suspended is called dispersing medium. So these are like dispersed particles. So these are also called as dispersed particles. So in this case, the dispersed particle remains suspended. Here means this medium help in suspending the dispersed particles remain suspended in which one? Dispersion medium.
Dispersion medium.
These things we have to keep in mind. Okay, student. So this was all about our dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Okay, student. So this thing you have to keep in mind. It may be asked, define dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Then you have to write these properties. That is enough. Okay, student. Now, what are the various example and types of colloidal solution? What are the various types of colloidal solution? That is important for us. For that, I think there is a table in your book. Let me just copy it. Yes, see, student, have you heard the name aerosol, foam, emulsion? All these things are your colloid or colloidal solution, nothing else. So you have to keep this thing in mind. So let me just copy it to this location. And you have to keep in mind all these examples. So student, what are the various types of?
Sir, aerosol means perfume.
Yes. So whatever the deodorant you are using, all these things are falling in these categories. So these are the types of
Colloidal solutions.
colloidal solution or colloid. A student, so colloid may be called as aerosol when the dispersed phase is liquid and dispersing medium. So dispersing medium is what? The larger quantity mixture or the larger quantity of the component of that mixture, that is gas. Means when the liquid is suspended in the gas, then it is forming aerosol, or even the solid is suspended in the gas, that is also forming the aerosol. So aerosol is what? Either liquid or solid suspended in the gas. Example, whatever in the morning you are getting the dust, say fog particles. So what is that fog? Fog is also aerosol. Okay. What about the cloud you are looking?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
student. So
Aerosol.
cloud is what? This question or this part is very important. Cloud is
Aerosol.
the solution, colloid, suspension. Most of the time our students are thinking it is like
Gas.
suspension because they are hanging, but it is not that one. It is almost uniform in a region.
Gas.
Their particle or the water particle individually not visible. So that's why it is falling in the category of colloid, and in that colloid it is further classified as aerosol. Okay, student. What about the mist form? That is also falling in aerosol. So example, this aerosol is very important. A student, you have to keep in mind this term aerosol. Okay, it is asked many times, even in your NPSC and many other places it will be asked. Okay, so अभी आपको ध्यान में रखना है, आप भूलेंगे नहीं. I hope so. Means if the dispersed phase is liquid or solid, but the dispersing medium is gas, then such a mixture is called aerosol. Example are cloud, mist, fog, the smoke even. Whatever the smoke produced during cooking, it is that one also. Automobile exhaust, whatever the exhaust coming from the automobile, it is this one. So all of these are the aerosol. Okay, student. The another category is when the liquid or gas, if these are suspended in liquid, then it is called as
Foam.
foam or emulsion. Okay, means liquid to liquid is you called as emulsion. Example is the milk. The milk that we are drinking, we have written as one of the example of colloid. But further the type of colloid if I go, it is what? Emulsion. So the term emulsion is very important. पूछा जाता है आपको, हाँ? So आप emulsion ध्यान में रखेंगे. Milk क्या है? Emulsion है. What about the shaving cream that people are using? That is nothing but the foam that you are already knowing. If the liquid is, if the solid is present in the liquid, it is called as sol. Okay, so sol means solid in liquid, so the name is taken like that. If the gas is present in the solid, that is also the form. Means whether the gas is present in liquid or solid, that will form the form. Another important one is gel. The gel which is commonly we are using. What is this gel? Gel is the liquid is added in the solid phase. Sorry, a liquid phase is suspended in the solid medium.
Solid liquid.
Okay, it is that one. So whatever the gel we are using, the medium is solid, but more amount of liquid is there. So that's why it appears as
Solid liquid.
semi-solid or mostly in liquid form. Okay, student. So gel is very important. This you have to keep in mind. And if solid and both are solid, then it is called as the solid sol. So whatever the gel, emulsion and aerosol, these things you have to keep in mind. Regarding gel, whatever the butter that you are using, that is nothing but a gel. Okay, but milk that you are using, that is the example of emulsion. So what are the underlined here? These things you have to keep in mind. Okay, students, shall I write it again? Or I think you must keep this thing in mind. So type must keep in mind aerosol, foam, emulsion, sol or gel. Only this much. Aerosol, simply solid or liquid in gas is present, then it is called as the aerosol. Foam simply means gas in liquid is called as foam. If liquid in liquid, it is called as emulsion. The best example is the milk. And gel, when the liquid is present in the solid, it is called as gel. And the best example is the butter that we are eating. Okay, student? So these things you have to keep in mind. What are the various types and further classification? This is the table that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so this was all about our colloid, but the colloid have and this heterogeneous mixture have a peculiar property called Tyndall effect. So what is this Tyndall effect? Let us go for that one. So students, what is this Tyndall effect? Everyone please write properly. It will be asked given to define the Tyndall effect, or it may be asked which of these solution or mixture will show Tyndall effect or which will not show the Tyndall effect. So these effects are very important. Haan, boliye. So what is this Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect is nothing but, listen, please listen to me first. So Tyndall effect is nothing but if the light is passing through any region or through any particular area or through any thin hole or through the canopy, means the leaf, the spacing between the leaves of big trees or canopies, then you will observe that the dust particle in this light medium or in the path of light become visible. So visibility of this dust particle in the beam of light is because of the scattering effect of light. Scattering means distributing the light in different directions. So this scattering of light is called Tyndall effect. Okay, student? So right, it is, write down the definition. It is a scattering of a beam of light by which the path of the light, path of the beam of light or path of beam or beam of light become visible. So right in the medium through which it is passing, in the medium become visible. So this is important. The phenomena means distributing the light is called a scattering. So a scattering of beam of light, as a result, the path of beam of light become visible. Means if the path of beam of light is visible through any medium, then we can say it is showing the Tyndall effect. Okay, so why this happened? Example, the first, if we are taking say sugar solution or say salt solution, means what? Salt in water, that we are taking. Salt in water. And if you put a beam of light through that, then that beam of light will not be visible. So if you are taking salt in water, then beam of light through it is not visible. So beam of light is not visible, as well as the particles in this beam of light, or the particles which are falling in this beam of light, that will also not visible. So particles in this beam of light is also not visible. This beam of light is also not visible. When these two things are not occurring, means beam of light is not visible and particles in this beam of light is not visible. This is called as, this salt solution do not shows Tyndall effect. So no Tyndall effect. I will draw that figure. But if I'm taking the second example, in place of salt, if we are taking the milk, say if we are taking the milk, what is this milk? The butter is disposed in the water medium. Okay? Or even if you take the sand in water, okay, not too much thicker sand or too much sand so that it become totally opaque, not like that. And if you put the beam of light through it,
Light will be visible.
yes, through it is visible. And not only this much, you can observe the smaller fat particles which are suspended in this beam of light. Also, a smaller fat particles are also visible. So a student, means we can say this is showing, so it shows Tyndall effect. Example, say if I'm taking a glass of this water and salt solution. So let us take like this. Consider this is the two glasses that I am taking. This is what water, and in this water the salt or the sugar are dissolved, but in other I am taking the milk, which is also the large proportion of water, in that the fat and proteins particles are dissolved. Okay, so in this the smaller salt particles are there. But here the fat particle, which are slightly bigger than this salt particle, they are present. Okay, student. Initially these red lines or this red dot, which is the butter particle, here it is the salt. It may be your NaCl, or maybe the other salt like copper sulfate, USO4, maybe this one, common salt, or maybe any other salt. Copper sulfate is also a salt. Now I am going to put a beam of light. How to put a beam of light through this? For that I will take a torch.
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 Yes. So this is the torch,
Yes.
where there is a switch. If you press it, what will happen? The light will come out. So while the light is coming, let me draw with the yellow color light, which is coming out.
It will pass through it, but not inside.
Yes, good. So student, what is going to happen? You please observe carefully how we are drawing.
It will pass
Okay.
through.
Yes, it can pass through it. So observe. Let me draw it
Not
first.
We are
visible.
not able to see it.
Are you not getting this yellow color?
No, sir, I
Sir,
was
we can
telling.
see, sir, answer.
Okay.
I was telling the answer, sir.
See, this is what the torch light that I have taken. It will slightly diverse. What if you observe it carefully? Means you are putting it through the left hand. Then you will observe that this light ray or yellow light will not be visible to you, though it will pass through it. Then only it can enter into the other medium. But here you can see that some of this, okay, this particle and these beams are become visible, and then it is also able to come out, but their intensity will be reduced now. Okay,
Very low.
yes. Now, so write those things. So the light which is entering here, coming out of this, but still
Not
the
visible.
path, yellow color inside this salt solution, this is what water. So in this water and salt mixture will not be visible to you, but the yellow color inside this milk will be visible to you. So water plus other thing of milk. So student, what we are getting? These smaller particles are not visible. Neither these particles are visible here. Means whatever these particles that we are getting, these one, or whatever the path which was supposed to be in between this region, these things are not visible. So right here, neither the particles nor the path of light is visible. Is visible. So these two things are, means particle are also not visible, and these path are also not visible. Though the light is crossing this medium, that is equally important. Though light passes through this medium, passes through the solution. Okay, so it is this one. But in this case, whatever these red particles, I mean these butter particles, these will also become visible. So say the red particles which are outside this yellow light, those particles will not be visible, or those fat particles will not be visible, but the fat particle which are in this region of yellow light, that become visible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So fat particle in the region of
Milk.
light. So it is one thing, and as well as the path of light, you will observe that this yellow color will not be visible at the upper portion, okay, because there is no beam of light, and the
Yes.
path of light means both become visible.
The second cup shows Tyndall effect.
So this shows means it is, or it shows what is called Tyndall effect
Tyndall effect.
or Tyndall effect. So student, you have to keep all these things in mind. Whether Tyndall effect. So this implies no Tyndall effect or no Tyndall effect. Okay, student. So this is how, what do we mean by this Tyndall effect? Now, where these Tyndall effects are observed, that we have to write. Why this Tyndall effect? This Tyndall effect occur because of this bigger size of particle, the
Bigger
light
size particle.
get distributed everywhere, and that distributed light actually come from this solution, and that is able to enter into our eyes, so we are able to see it. Okay, so write these particles. So take this particle. So this particle scatter. So distributing the light in different direction is called scattering. Okay, so scatters, right in the bracket, distributed, distributes and change direction, both of these things occur. So particles scatters the beam of light. So whatever the light which is going to fall on this, it will be just reflected to your eyes. Say you are putting this torch light from left of a glass of milk that you have taken, and you are watching from the, not from the right. Okay, you are putting from the left, then you are just one side of it. Okay, student.
Yes.
So you say if it is the glass, observe it. You are putting from this end, and I am watching it from behind it. Okay, or one side of it. It is like this one. So because of this scattering, so right, the bigger size of heterogeneous mixture, size of particles of heterogeneous mixture, of particles of heterogeneous mixture scatters Scatters means what? Distribute in different direction. Scatters the beam of light. Beam of light. So it become visible. So it means include both particle as well as the path of light, as path of light. So it become visible. Okay, student. So this thing we have to keep in mind. So wherever the particle is visible, surely the path of beam will be visible. Okay. If the particle is not visible, still the path of light and this particle in presence of beam of light become visible, which is occurring in case of milk. Okay, student?
But particles will be not visible.
Yes. So particle in that, I mean, where the light is not, or the beam of light is not present, there the particle will not be visible. Okay. But the fine particle, if you observe carefully in this beam of light, that particle will also become visible. Okay. This occur in milk.
Okay.
You can observe it. A student, what are the other where this Tyndall effect are observed? So right, Tyndall.
And in water.
Good. Effect can be observed in following cases. So practically, very first one is whatever we have learned in heterogeneous mixture.
Milk in water.
Good. So only in heterogeneous mixture, that you have to keep in mind. So what are the various heterogeneous mixture?
Milk
could
in
be-
water.
Milk in water.
Yes, it could be suspension or it could be the colloidal solution. So in heterogeneous mixture like suspension and colloidal solution. In both the cases we can observe, like sand in water, and colloidal solution like milk.
Milk in water.
Yes, the milk itself consists of not only milk, whatever the various types we have taken,
Oil in
like
water.
aerosol.
Oil in water.
Yes, oil in water. So these are the various things where we can observe this. In addition to this can also be observed in forest. So in dense forest, where light enters through the gap between leaves of canopies. A student, I think this is also in your book. So I have to take the photograph from your book. The third one is that we are observing commonly. If you are sitting in a dark room and just there is one hole in that room, and on the other side of that wall in which there is a small hole, or the ceiling in which there is a hole, there is a light source, then light will enter through that hole into the dark room. So write light beam through a small hole into a dark room. There you will observe the dust particle become visible. In this case, the dust particle, in both the cases, means even this one as well as this one, you will observe whatever the beam of light which is entering, in that if you observe carefully, you will observe large number of dust are moving here and there in that beam of light. Though in the other region you cannot observe those dust particle with your naked eyes. So right, dust particle become visible in beam of light. But it means the dust not visible in other area or other region. So this you have to keep in mind. Okay, student? Example, we may take the...
Yes, sir.
I think I'm very much clear with this topic. Now we have to stop the class here. Yes, students, see this figure. So Tyndall effect observed in forest. Student, here we are getting that these are the big canopies. So these are the canopies. So whatever these are canopies, and you are getting these are the various leaves and this sunlight. This is what sunlight. So all the sunlight are not
Light is
directly able
passing
to
through
reach
the
to the
leaves.
ground, but these are what define whatever the light that is entering here, like this one. It is the beam of light. A student, the dust particle in this beam of light are visible. They are zigzag. They are moving here and there. Okay, it is showing here in this figure. So these are the leaves or thick leaves through which the sunlight get filtered, and it is one example. The other example, let me take also whatever I have drawn. I think yes, it is this one also. A student, if you observe this carefully, sorry. Students, whatever the figure I have drawn, the same thing is also here. So here you are getting, by this you can say that this is what the B
Is showing Tyndall effect.
Yes. So in this case, the B, the mixture is showing Tyndall effect. It is of the milk. But in A, that we are getting, this is the solution of copper sulfate, means it is the salt. It is nothing but it is salt. Okay, whatever I have drawn doesn't show the Tyndall effect. Okay, it is this one. So this was all about our class today. So this way we have finished the topic heterogeneous mixture. Okay, student, any doubt then please ask.
No, sir.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt? So can we write the homework now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so write the homework. We have to end the class. I have to go for the class 10th
Maths
also.
questions.
Homework,
Maths
student,
question.
in this
Blue
book we
questions.
have do these questions. These are the questions that you have to do. Please write it. And please do the maths. Maths के थोड़ा आप exemplar के question practice करिए. यदि सबने कर लिए हैं, यदि किन्हीं का बाकी है, then please practice it. So this is for the science. मैथ्स के हम लोगों ने कितने अपने एमसी ये आरसी सारे के सारे बुक कर चुके हैं? डिड वी फिनिश?
हाँ सर, सेकंड लेसन किया।
चैप्टर 1 and 2 दोनों ही फिनिश हो गया है?
सर थोड़ा मेरा क्वेश्चंस बचा सर।
Okay, student, please keep in mind those students who have not completed this, please finish it by tomorrow, because next day हम filtration पढ़ाएंगे, जल्दी हम finish करेंगे, फिर हम आपका एक टेस्ट भी कंडक्ट करेंगे. So please finish the RC book, all the students.
Okay sir.
I hope textbook you might have finished, the exemplar also you might have finished. So tomorrow there is a time. Our next class we will keep on the Monday, our regular class. But keep in
tomorrow
mind,
there will
the
be-
next Sunday we have NTSC presentation
सर
That
NTS
at 6:15 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Let us keep it.
सर NTS
I will inform you the exact time. Okay, student? हाँ बोलिए.
सर tomorrow
बचेंगे।
हाँ कल ही, संडे को कल ही रखेंगे. कल ही आपको हम सिखाएंगे कि एनटीएससी क्या करने चाहिए, कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, हर चीजें हम आपको बताने वाले हैं.
सर फीस है,
हाँ बताइए, व्हाट इज योर डाउट?
फीस